Okay, so let's continue. So here we have 5 scores. So this is 5 scores have a means 90, median 91, moderate is 94. Okay. So we have, let's say we have 5 numbers. So their average is 90. So median is 91. So we know this number should be 91. And a model, only one model, right? Only one model. So this one can appear at most 2 times. So this we say this is 94, 94 can only be the case, like more than 94. So we can find this. There's 2 numbers, right? So the sum of them should be so totally minus this 3. So totally, what is the total? The average 90. So the 90 multiply 5. 90 multiply 5. So minus this, like minus 91, 94, 94. So we also here, so we also can make a number as small as possible. So we just set average 90. We just set 90 as 0. We just set 90 as 0. So make the number is smaller, so our calculation is easy. So we can regard this is 1, this is 4, this is 4. Okay, so then those 2, the sum of them should be, let's say here, 9. So should be -9, right? Here should be -9. Okay, so we can find this sum of them should be just 2 times 90 minus 9. Okay. Okay, so we find set base number in calculating averages. We just set the base number. This is useful skill. Like for example, like we say we have 4 numbers. So what is the average? So usually we just add them up, divide by 4. We can do those calculations, right? So here, those numbers are too big, so we can set those numbers smaller. So we say, so at the first we just set 80 as 0. So we also can check. So if we set 80 as 0, then these 4 numbers become, here's 0, here's 10, here's 20, and here become -10, right? So we can make the number smaller. So let's say, so their average, so for here, those average 10, -10 cancel, just like 20. So 20 divided by 4 is 5, right? So we said 80 as 0. So those average 5, then total average just plus 80. So 85 is the average. Okay, so we have several, we have many of those kind of problems. We just set this as baseline. Let's say, suppose here we have this question. So let's add them up, equal 5,000 minus some number. So what this number is? So if we do those calculations, so this number is 5,000 minus those numbers. So you can add them up, but it can add them up take some time. So we can this way. We just set 1,000 as base number. So this equal like -1. This number -1. So this we can put it here. So this -1, -3, -5, -7, -9. Right? So put it together. This equal negative 10, negative 10, negative 25, right? So this n is just 25. So here the mean is 37. So what is x? So we solve such a problem, we can use the usual way, add them up, and the average is 37. We can find x, solve this equation. So we also can set this 37 as base. So changing those numbers to those. So the average is 0. So we can, let's say, we can use a quick way. So their average should be 0. So let's say they are those cancelled. Okay, and then here become like 3x so minus 37, 37 to 37, right? Minus 74 minus 13 equals 0. So we get x. Okay, so let's say that here we have 4 students. So we have 4 numbers for their exam score. So we have like 70, 80, 90. And so if the average for this average 70, so what is this number? So we just let 70 as 0. We just change this as 0, then 10, then 20. So this one should be negative 30, right? So we find x equal negative 30. So our base is 70, so this equals 70 plus negative 30. Oh, is 40. Okay. So we have here we have such a problem. Like we have average here, average there, average in this class, average for that class. Then we put it together, put them all those classes together. So what is average for all? So suppose like here we say in class 1, average is 80. In class 2, average is 85. So what is the average for there's 2 classes? So we cannot use 80 plus 85 divided by 2, right? We can do this way. We say what is the total scores? Total score divided by total number of students. So total number for 2 classes, we have 50. 20 in class 1, 30 in class 2. So totally we have 50. So total score is in class 1, total score is 80 multiplied 20. Average 80, then total score is average multiplied total number. So for class 2, average is 85, so we have 30 students. So total score is this. So so here total score for the 2 classes is this. So average is this over 50, right? So we also can regard this is just equal like 80. We have 2 average 80, 85. We want to find this the average for all. So we want to find like this 80, this class 1 contribute how much for all? So contribute so much. Total students we have 50. So class 1 is 20 students. So we can say this class 1 contribute 20 over 50%, 20 over 50. And this is class 2 contribute 30 over 50, right? So we can regard those as weight. Weight means you contribute how much percentage. Like if we have two guys, this one contribute for 6%. 60% of that one contribute 40%, right? So we say this weighted average. Okay, so sometimes in many situations, actually, we will use this notation, weighted average. Okay, so this problem is which one can be removed from this list so that the average is average for remaining numbers is 6.1. So originally average is 6. Average here 6. So let's say, so if you remove this one, remove this smallest number, average will increase very much, right? And if you remove this large number, the average will becomes smaller, changing quite much. So here, changing a little bit average. So this means you should remove its neighborhood of those numbers. You cannot remove 1 or 11. We cannot remove those smallest number or big number. So you should remove 5 or 7. So remove 5 or 7. Which one should we remove? So you see, if we remove 7, the average goes down, right? Here, let's remove small number, average will increase. If we remove big number, average will goes down. So we know we should remove this number 5, right? Okay, so this problem is just that we have the average for this 6, average for this people, average for these 6 boys, and we also have average for those girls. Then we want to find average for all. So this is just like a weighted average. We have average in class 1, we have average in class 2. So what is the average for 2 classes? So we can say like average 150 for boy, 120 for girl. So we can average for all. We can use the weighted average 150. So boys contribute how much? So totally we have 6 boys, and totally we have 10 kids. So boys contribute so much, and girls contribute so much, right? 4 over 10. Okay. There's a problem. Okay, these kids with is in 6th grade. Sister are tiny babies. Okay. So we have 5 people, 5 numbers. We have a little tiny baby, and this guy. Okay. So let's say, so we have those 5 numbers. So we want to find which is great which is great. Which is great. The average weight. So we want to compare average weight and median weight. Which one is big? So we find median is there. So really clear, average is large, right? So median is 8. So average, we just find average. So we want to find by how many. So we just use this average minus 8 equal how many? Equal what? Okay. So we say, let's say, which is great. So we should choose average, 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 average. So we just check like so. This one A, B, and so average by how many? So here just a little bit of calculation by how many. So we need to find. So by 5 or by 15 or by 20. So for answer the question, so we need to find the average. Yeah, a little bit average. So we don't need to find the exact average. Maybe let's say 6 100. But anyway, we just find average. Let's say 5 5 10. So this is 14. Or 106. Oh, this average is just add them up. Okay. 130. So 130 divided by 5. Average is equal. Average 26. So we say average is 26 and median is 8. So 26 minus 8 equal 14. No. Let's say 8 or 18. Yeah, so we say we should choose 日来 by 20. Yeah. Okay. Elizabeth must take 4 tests. Her goal is try to get an average of 45. So by now, let's say her score is 97, 91. So this one we don't know. Suppose 30. After seeing her score on the third test, he can still reach his goal. He can still reach her goal. So what is the lowest possible score he could have on the third one? Okay, so we just check. So here possible score lowest. So those are just extreme situation. Maximum, minimum, highest number or largest number or lowest number. So we just check. So best case, he just get 100. Then the average is 95. So we can find this. So this is lowest score. Okay. So we say average 95, so we can put a 95 as a 0. So this equal 2, this equal -4, and this equal 5, 5. So we can find this number. So let's say this number is 5, 5, 10, 10, and 10, 12, 12, 4, 12 minus 4, 8. So this one can be -8. Right? Okay, so this means lowest score can be 95 minus 8. Let's see, what is the lowest score he could have made? No. Let's see. 97, 91. Okay. Average should be 95. Yeah, 5, 5, 10. -4, 2. So my answer is 87. So there's answers. Let's see, what is lowest possible score he could have made? Huh? The problem is have some problem. Yeah. So answers are not correct. Let's check this problem. Like suppose her score is 97, 91, 87, 100, 100. Her score, her average can still be 95, right? 95. Let's see. 2, 95, -4, -8. Yeah, 5, 5. Yeah. So answer should be 87. Not if answer is also, so maybe we, if answer is just like that, we can check smallest one 90 is also okay. Actually can be 87 is also okay. Okay. Okay, so for this problem, we want to find percentage decreasing. So percentage decreasing is, let's say, just from A, let's say, suppose from 10 so to 8. So, okay, so from 10 goes to down 8. So what is percentage decreased? So decreased is 2, right? So 2 should divide by 10. So we say from 10 to 8, 20% goes down. So not 2 over 8. Okay, not this. Okay, so now let's say, so for the problem, in 1985, 41%, 41 cents. So 41 cents to now is 7 cents, right? Okay. So from 41 to 7, 41 to 7, so decrease 41. We just reduce this 41 cents. So divided by 41. So let's say okay, yeah. Okay, so this is we should so the key point should be divided by 41, not divided by this 7. Okay, so I think this percentage we don't need to check this. We say oh this number is quite big, so percentage should be 80. Should be choose this 80. Okay, so for this problem, average for 5 people is 30. So now, a number, this is 18. This guy leave. So we have this 18 leave. So what is the average now? So total age is like 30 multiply 5. So by now, total becomes that thing divided by 4. So we also can say like if this young guy leave, then average for remaining one should be increased from 30. So those 3 cannot be answered. So should it be this increase 3 or increase 6? We also can do this, right? So from 30 to 18, so this equal 12, right? So we can say like we can say like 12, the difference to let's say 12, yeah. Okay, so we can say like suppose like everyone is 30, 30, 30, 30, and no, everyone is let's say this guy is 18, so difference is 12, so we just will increase 12 to divide by 4. So we can say we can put 3 to each one, so answer should be this. Okay, so average, so here 5 number is 54. So average for first 2 numbers 48. What is average for last 3? So we can say like here we can regard this like 48, 48, 48, 48. So we can put this x at x. This is 3. So what is x? We can regard like this problem, right? So those average 54. So totally we can say totally is 54 multiply 5. We also can set 54 as 0. So this equal, let's say negative 48. Let's say so 48 become, let's say 48. If we set 54 as 0, then 48 become so 48 become negative 48. Oh, 54, 48. 6, right? So negative 6, yeah, negative 6. So then what is x here? Okay, so if their average is 0, add them up, total is 0, so we say this should be positive 4, 4, 4, right? Okay, so the remaining average should be 54 plus 4, 58. Okay, so they are each took 4 tests. So this guy averaged 78 and 10 point higher than on the first test, 10 point lower than him on the second test, and 10 point. So what is the difference between the average on the 4 score? So we can put the black as like a same. We just check this case. Okay, this guy black 78, 78, 78, 78. Suppose black scores like this. Then genius scores so 10 point higher than black on the first test. So this is 88. 10 point low, say 6A, right? And 20 point on both third and fourth. So here 20 point on 90, 90. So we want to find difference between the average. Okay, so we can set this just, let's say, suppose this is 0, 0, 0. Actually, we can put this as 0 and black. This is 10, negative 10, and 20, 20, right? Okay, so cancel. Cancel 10, 10, so this equal 40. 40 more 40 divided by 4 is 10. So we can say the average difference for the average is 10. So the problem quite the same. So the mean of the 5 different positive integers is 15. The mean of them is 15. The median is 18. Okay, so we're talking about the maximum possible value of largest integer. Okay, so largest integer or maximum value, we just check a string situation. So let's say we just let this number as small as possible. Let's say we have 5 number. Yeah, we have 5 number. So we want to find what is possible possible largest, what is possible largest number for this. So we just make those numbers small as possible. Okay, this is just we put this as 1, then 2, and this median 18, right? And so we also make this as small as possible. So we put this 19, and then this is saying this is largest possible largest number. Okay, so what is x? So we say the average means 15. So we just set 15 as 0. So we say this equals 3, 4, and this equal negative 13, negative 14. Okay, and so we want to put this x. So this x is so add them up is 0. So we see like here is a negative 10, and these two number also negative 10. So this x should be 20. So this should be 20, right? This should be 20. Okay, so we set this 15 as 0. So actually this x should be 15 plus 20.